Yo, what is up, you guys? Your boy Swag-kun back at it again with another video, and today I'm gonna be doing something a little different. Today we are doing a top 10 attack mission main tier list, and this is the final one, baby. I know I keep saying that, but it's just crazy because this is like literally the last time I'm doing this. I was gonna make a full attack mission main and support tier list, but we've only added like 2 or 3 units. Not even. I think it was just Pain and Sakura. I think that's it. And nothing else has really changed since that, besides those 2 units hopping in. So instead of that, I think it'd be a little bit better just to do a top 10 attack mission mains. For those of you, now that you can get everyone's free kits, well, at least mostly everyone's free kits, that way you guys know who to really build up first in order for you to grind up to Gokunin or do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get straight into it. Starting off with number 10, we got the boy Ashura. Ashura at number 10. This man is obviously the very first unit in the game to have healing jutsu that will let you spam jutsus whenever the fuck you want. And that is valuable no matter what. His kit alone isn't the best, right? Like, if he lands in a flying room completely by himself, there's a pretty good chance if you don't use your X ultimate, you might be cooked. But if he's able to keep his team together, which he makes it very easy with this Tornado 4-star, it's a massive AoE. You can get rid of all the traps in the room, you can spam it, and on top of that, if you load him up with other amazing DPS units, such as like Madara, Naruto the Last, Final Valley Sasuke, Final Valley Naruto, like those type of units, then you're gonna be pretty well set off because they can just keep spamming and spamming and spamming thanks to the boy Ashura. So for that reason, I am gonna put him at number 10. I don't believe he has revive cancel in his X ultimate, but he does have revival. His limit break is a little underwhelming animation wise, so it's kind of hard to get some hits with that. He does kind of like a Rasengan, Kamehameha. He like charges up a Rasengan and just chucks it right in front of him and it blows up. So it could have been a little better, but overall, because of that versatility that he has in his kit and he makes everybody else around him better, he is going to be at number 10. Now, some of these units, I went overall together. So it's not about who can keep the team together. It's just flat out who's going to get you the most wins in attack mission, whether solo or with a team. Ashura thrives in a team, but there's other units here who will just flat out carry you the whole way there. So that's all I'm doing. It's nothing specific. It's just who's going to give you wins the easiest, right? So that's number 10. Number 9, we're going to throw our boy Hashirama in there, the quote-unquote god of shinobi, you know what I'm saying? I like Hashirama. I do. I do think that he's best in Final Room, but the versatility that he provides, he's super tanky. Super tanky, gives everyone a bunch of invincibility. He has a revive cancel on his X ultimate as well as revival, I believe. Great AoE, not crazy damage, so you are gonna have to pair him up with a team that can do damage for him because he doesn't do a lot of damage, but he does keep the team alive. He's very tanky, revive cancel X ultimate. Overall, he's just a very solid option. And right now with so many amazing units, if you don't have revive cancel in your X ultimate, it's kind of hard to get you in the top 10 unless you're very, very good in other areas like Ashura. So for that reason, number 9 is going to go to my boy Hashirama. Still a respectable number. Top 10 is top 10, baby. So let's go on to the next one. Next, we got the boy Karma Boruto. Karma Boruto is, I believe, like an upgraded Ashura and Hashirama as an attack mission main, because he just buffs up everybody like crazy and he gives everyone revival. He has a counter, great invincibility, and he gives the entire team buffs. And on top of that, even though he is tanky, he does a lot of damage. And that's the difference between him and Hashirama. Hashirama's very tanky and he does decent damage, but Karma Boruto is a tank and a nuke. He can clap anyone's cheeks for real. Like, he just does a lot of damage. He heals like crazy. He gives everyone invincibility. He buffs up everybody with his X ultimate. I don't remember if I could double check that. Let me see real quick. Karma Boruto's X ultimate right here. Causing massive damage, increases attack and defense for all allies on the same floor. Decreases or ignores cooldown time for all allies on the floor and grants everyone damage nullification. So on top of that, that's what I was missing. He gives everybody damage nullification on the same floor. So it's kind of like KLM Naruto with his old Rasengan ultimate. That makes him even better because he gives damage nullification with the X ultimate, and he does even more damage than these other two at the bottom. So for that reason, he is going to be moving to number 8. Number 7, we got the boy Madara. Now this is kind of what I was referring to in the sense of like, Madara is not the best at keeping the team together, but he is nasty when it comes to damage, bro. Insane. And his X ultimate has revive cancel. He gives himself crazy buffs, and on top of that, it's like one of the easiest X ultimates to use right outside of the gate. So you have to full clear the whole base, right? You can't do this with a gate crash with his X ultimate. But if you want a gate crash, you can, because you can use his 4-star and his new limit break, since it's kind of like a tornado. He throws a tornado inside of the gate, and then you could throw yourself in there. His tornado limit break, it's kind of like a counter. So he raises up like his sword or whatever, and then it's a counter. And it's highly accurate, so he does even more damage. He buffs himself up like crazy. Attack, defense, crit rate, evasion, everything. Resistances, all of the above. And he also gets damage nullification and immunity to recoil for a period of time. So his limit break gives him damage nullification. So not only that, the fact that he does crazy damage and has huge AoE, but he gives himself damage nullification too on his jutsus, which is nasty. Again, X ultimate has revive cancel. You can literally stand right outside of the gate, use it, and it's cooked. The entire final room is cooked. You can't do anything about it. So damage output is nasty. He's very, like, decently tanky because he's a purple type unit. Overall, just a really nasty attack mission main, and he'll help you fly through, especially if you like doing solo attack mission runs. So that's the boy Madara. Number 6, we are gonna go to the boy Naruto Light. Now, a lot of you guys might be thinking he's a little low, but well, I'll get into that. But basically, this man has the easiest gate crash in the game. For sure. I mean, besides maybe like Naruto the Last or like Indra or something like that, he has one of the most like surefire wins gate crash X ultimates. He gives everyone on the team huge evasion buff, invincibility, team revival, team damage nullification. He is the only thing that holds him back a little bit is that he doesn't have a speed buff in his kit, and that sucks. But like, I don't know why. He's the fastest shinobi of all time, like faster than Minato. Argue with me about it. He is the fastest shinobi of all time, and he doesn't have a speed buff in his kit. So that's the only annoying thing. Like, you have to equip like OG Itachi's follow-up or Kawaki's OG follow-up or something like that, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a big deal. But yeah, easiest X ultimate in the game, gives the whole team revival, whole team damage nullification, buffs up everyone's evasion rate. Overall, he's just a nasty unit, does a lot of damage, is very tanky, and keeps the entire team alive. And it's like a guaranteed win when you get to the gate if you use his X ultimate outside of the gate and just plop yourself inside. That's easy wins damn near every single time. So that's how we got Naruto Light at number 6. At number 5, we got the boy Final Valley Naruto. Now, Final Valley is a better version of Naruto Light as an attack mission main, because, again, he doesn't have a speed buff either, which is annoying. I don't know why Bandai kept doing that, but he does more damage, he's more tanky, has revive cancel, and overall he just gives more buffs for the entire team. And he's a lot easier to use. He has the Kurama Roar Jutsu, his old limit break. Not the old one, but the Kurama Roar one. So if there's no seal gargoyles in the room, you can automatically increase the cooldown time of your enemies. You buff up everybody, give them invincibility, give them buffs, and then it gets rid of any traps in the room. So once the seal sometimes like that fog machine is really annoying. If you can get rid of the seal gargoyle and you use the Kurama Roar, every trap in the room is detected or destroyed. And that's what makes it very easy. And his new limit break gives everyone buffs. It inflicts like every single status element in the game, gives everyone invincibility, status element immunity, and overall it's just a nasty jutsu. It does a lot of damage, gives him it makes him really tanky. It decreases like 40%, which I think is most limit breaks, right? I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, and then his 4-star jutsu does a stupid amount of damage. It decreases defense, so if you start off using the 4-star jutsu, you're gonna one-shot any defending unit, any defending shinobi. If you use that 4-star jutsu first and then a limit break or then anything else, they're cooked. It hugely decreases their defense, so it just makes it a lot easier. And on top of that, like I said, revive cancel X ultimate, it's full room, which makes it even better, and it gives everybody revival and damage nullification. So overall, just an insane attack mission main. So yeah, that's why he's at number 5. At number 4, we got the boy Indra. Now Indra brings back a special status element, kind of like a status element, right? So now that we have Pierce, so you guys know that Pierce means no matter what, that effect is going to take place, whether you have evasion, invincibility, status element, immunity, whatever. That means that that status element is going to take place. Indra with this 4-star paralyzes you. As long as he has higher chakra than you, he is going to paralyze you. Like you're stuck and you can't do anything. Now Indra is a little bit of a glass cannon. That I will tell you. And that's because he's a blue type unit. Blue type units have higher chakra, less HP, and they do a lot of damage. A shitload of damage. If you equip him with his old fake Chidori limit break, you're cooked, bro. You're cooked. You use that 4-star when you enter a room and it goes all the way across in a straight line. So you walk into the room, use the 4-star, paralyzed. Use the Chidori and then use his new limit break, easy money, bro. You are clapping everybody's cheeks. And his new X ultimate, the new one, has revive cancel, gives him revival, and it's one of the easiest gate crash X ultimates to use in the game. It makes him invincible, gives him damage nullification, gives him revival. It does so many things, and on top of that, like I said, you use it right outside of the gate. It leaves a big old lightning damage area. Use the 4-star outside of the gate so that when the final room awakens, they run into the paralysis and then they get killed by the X ultimate like residue, like the lightning that's still on the floor. Overall, bro, Indra made it super easy for me to grind up. When I was grinding every week to get to Gokunin, I used him. Super easy. And I didn't have his new X ultimate. I didn't have the luxury of being able to gate crash. But now with this new X ultimate, I promise it's even easier. And there's people who can even argue that he's number 1 because of that. But either way, I understand it, I respect it. I honestly feel like this top 5 can be interchanged in any way according to your preference. But the top 3, nah. The top 3 I feel like is the one that can be negotiated. Everything else is down. So for the number 3 spot in the top 3 attack mission mains in the game, number 3 is gonna go to the boy Pain. They finally did my boy justice. A lot of people would argue that he's number 1. The reason why I put him at number 3, okay, let me first tell you, his X ultimate is fucking insane. X ultimate, crazy. It's basically full room. I don't have his X ultimate, so I can't like physically remember the details, but it's full room, if not then damn near full room. Revive cancel, gives him damage nullification, gives him revival, and it gets rid of status ailment nullification for 99 seconds, bruh. 99 seconds you cannot use status ailment immunity. And you might be thinking, bro, how the fuck is this dude not number 1, right? Well, here's the thing. The rest of his kit is not that great. I'm not saying it's bad. It's not bad. It's not trash. It's not even mid. It's just solid. So he gets carried hard by his X ultimate. So if you use Pain, realistically, you really need to have his X ultimate fully maxed out. Like you need to have it level 15 out of 15. You just spam X ultimates in every single room and you're set, bro. And final room, you can use X ultimate and they can't do anything because he gets rid of status element immunity for 99 seconds for the whole squad. So crazy debuff, crazy X ultimate. But like I said, getting to final room without a level 15 X ultimate is a little rough. It's a little rough on the boy because his kit is not super great. Like I said, it is possible. He still makes it very easy. It's not a bad kit by any means, but compared to the other two, I think his X ultimate carries him hard, but his kit just didn't live up as much as the X ultimate did, if that makes sense. But like I said, if you guys want to interchange these 3, I get it. If you have Pain's X ultimate level 15 out of 15, he's arguably number 1 because 99 seconds of status element immunity is fucking crazy. That's insane. So yeah, Pain is going to be at number 3. For the number 2 spot, me personally, I'm putting Final Valley Sasuke. And obviously, Naruto the Last is going to be in the #1 spot. So real quick, let me go over Final Valley Sasuke. He's the first unit to have the X ultimate that gets rid and ignores of Seal Gargoyle. That's insane, right? That's the same that Pain has. So Pain gets rid of all the Seal Gargoyles in the room as well. So those water traps that force you into gate crash, no longer a problem. The fog machine is no longer a problem. Genjutsu trap, no longer a problem. Like all of those things because of these 2 X ultimates, right? Sasuke was the first to have that. And he has a pretty decent gate crash as well. He has revive cancel on his X ultimate. He has the Kirin, which is a true iframe, 0 chakra cost. He does an insane amount of damage. New limit break is really solid as well. And his fireball jutsu is also really solid as well. Does a lot of damage. He just does a crazy amount of damage. The only reason why I put Naruto the Last on top of him is because mainly for Sasuke and Pain, you really need to have their X ultimates at level 15 out of 15, right? Because like Sasuke a little bit less because his kit is better. Like his jutsus are better. His X ultimate is still a lot better than his jutsus, but his jutsus aren't as far down as Pain's are. Like Pain's kit is here and his X ultimate is up here. Sasuke's kit is here and his X ultimate is up here. Does that make sense? So for that reason, that's why I have Final Valley Sasuke a little bit higher. And the reason why Naruto the Last is #1, because his Rasen Shuriken gate crash is one of the hardest to counter on defense. Like, we always test final room units to see if they can survive the Naruto the Last Rasen Shuriken. Like, that's the ultimate, like, if that, oh my gosh, I started to like, that was fucking crazy. That's the ultimate like definer if a unit is good in final room, if they can survive the Naruto the Last Rasen Shuriken gate crash. And on top of that, you don't need his X ultimate maxed out. You can have it at level 1 and you're still set because his X ultimate is here and his kit is here. I feel like they're both just as good. He gets revive cancel, he gets revival, damage nullification, and he gets to spam jutsus. That's insane, right? He doesn't have the seal gargoyle thing, but that's okay because his melee attacks, like when you just press attack, he does a Rasengan at the end and it has a pretty decent explosion. So you can destroy traps from kind of like behind the walls and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that big of a deal and it's so easy to just win with him, bro. You throw a Rasen Shuriken when you first come into the room and then you go and punch. Rasen Shuriken, punch. Rasen Shuriken, punch. And that's it. You could win every attack mission in the game without even using an X ultimate with him. Because even in final room, let's say you just use your X ultimate, you get to final room, you just spam Rasen Shurikens and go in with the punch, and 90% of the time, these units are not going to react and they're going to get cooked. And the punch does so much damage that it's damn near impossible to survive without having any buffs already existing, if that makes sense. So for that reason, I have Naruto the Last as my #1 unit. But like I said, I see any argument for these 3, maybe even Indra coming up here, any one of these guys. Now, some honorable mentions would be someone like KLM Minato. Who else am I missing? KLM Minato, maybe like Mama Sakura, Kawaki, Sasuke the Last is an honorable mention. Barry on Naruto is an honorable mention. Gengetsu is an honorable mention. One Ninja Sasuke, like, they are all good, but I just think these units are kind of like in a class of their own, if that makes any sense. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think about this top 10 type of video. This is my opinion. I would love to hear your guys' opinions down in the comment section. Would you guys move anyone around, add anyone in, replace somebody? Let me know what y'all think, man. I will be doing a top 10 defense and a top 10 final room as well, so look forward to that. And then I'm gonna try and max out these units to do a swag showdown for the last time. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what y'all think, and as always, stay swaggy, stay blessed, and I will see you guys in the next one.